right. We are up and running. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Yoga for Resiliency. We are in the month of December 2025. And what is resiliency? I need my little notepad here. I'm just going to give you a little overview of what the definition of resiliency is. This is just from, the internet. This is from Dr. Google. Number one, it's the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. So there's a lot of us in the LisaBug community that have gone through some difficulties, some health issues, and resiliency is that ability to be tough. It's also known as toughness. Number two, the ability of an object or a substance, and that could be us as well, to spring back into shape. In other words, elasticity. So I want you to bring the meaning of resilience into your awareness to whatever it means for you in your body. But there are 4 types of resiliency. Number one is physical. That's what happens with our physical body. Say we bounce back quickly from a cold, we would say we're resilient. Also, emotional. Have things that go on in our life that maybe get us down emotionally, our ability to bounce back from that. Number 3 is mental or cognitive resilience. And number 4 is social resilience. So over this month, we're going to be covering those. And we'll also talk about the 3 C's of resiliency. So for this month also, I'm bringing in our warm-up that's Qigong, Chinese lymphatic warm-up. So I'd like to go through that today. If you weren't in class with me yesterday or Tuesday, we're going to review some of these exercises. I also sent you a video. And thank you, Nancy McCall, for your email, and also for Esther. You both responded yay on the video, short and sweet for this. So I just want you to stand nice and tall and lengthen your spine, and then just begin to bounce a little bit up and down on your heels. And you can make this as light or as challenging as you'd like. You can even jump completely off the floor. I don't feel up to trying that today, but I can start kind of bouncing my body a little bit. So I like this also for our bone density. So when we bounce and we hit our heels down into the earth, then we send a little shock wave up through our skeleton, and it helps our bone building cells to start to switch on, and it helps with bone density. So let's just kind of move our shoulders side to side a little bit here. Our goal is to get the lymphatic fluid and the blood flow moving through our body. Just breathing normally. Okay, moving into the second exercise, the body wave. Swing your arms back as you sit into chair and then lift upon the balls of the feet. And this is just nice and flowing. I want you to move your arms through whatever range of motion feels comfortable for you. Notice how this starts to bring bigger muscles into the picture. So our quads and our glutes, our calves, we're focusing on good posture and balance. The heart rate's going to start to climb up with each of these exercises. Let's do 2 more on the body wave and 1 more. Sit down into your squat. Start with arm swings, right and left. Good. Now, I like this because it starts to pull my core into the exercise a little bit more. And it's a very functional exercise. You could even kind of twist a little bit, not a lot, but start to rotate through the shoulders as you're reaching out, breathing. Great job. You're nice and stable through your legs. And let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a break for your legs a little bit. Rise up. Bring your hands right here in front of you. Sit back down into your squat and start to twist side to side. It's a little trunk rotation. And I don't have my notes in front of me, so I might not do this in the same order that I gave you in the video or that we did on Tuesday, but it's okay. It's not necessarily about the order. No right or wrong. We just want to move our body through all of these different positions. Now, I'm keeping my head still, but you could also turn your head from side to side. But I start to get a little bit dizzy at this pace doing that. Either way is okay. And let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up out of the squat. Take your feet a little wider, and we're going to do dead arms. So we start to turn, slap the arms next to the sides of the body. Rotate, rotate. Good. Did you ever have one of those little toys? It was like a pencil stick, and it had a string on it and a little bead at the end. And you would take it, and you just take it side to side, and it would slap the side of the stick or maybe a paddle. It reminds me of something I had when I was a kid. So it's turning your spine that's getting your arms to move. Your arms are like dead weights. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet even wider. Let's do the golf swing. So we reach up this way. We're going to bend the knees a little bit, reach up this way, and then we'll tap the toe, lift, lift. Swinging to one side and to the other. And just check in with your body as you're doing all of these. How are you feeling today? Do you have any little achy spots, sore spots? What is your energy level coming into class this morning? And we'll do 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Great. Take your feet wide again, arms out to the side. We'll do our starfish rotation. We come down and open, down, open. Good. Now go nice and easy the first few so you don't do it too deep because we're just in the warm-up section. So I want you to check in with the backs of the legs, hamstrings, the lower back. If this feels better to be up here, absolutely fine. You can also reach more to the center than across to the other leg. Good. Let's do 4 and 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your feet back together. High knee marches. The arms start out to the side, and we clap, clap. Knee up, knee up. Knees can be at any height. Arms can be at any height as well. This one starts to really tire out my shoulders, doing this across the transverse plane, because you're working the deltoids constantly, keeping the arms up. We're starting to focus a little bit on balance here as we shift our weight from one leg to the other. And these are all done at your own pace, right? Let's do 4 more on each leg. And 3, 2, 1 more each leg. And then let's do our fascia slaps. So start up one arm. You're going to go up your forearm, up the upper arm. And this is just a nice, gentle slapping of the skin. It gets those little capillaries really active. The blood flowing can come across the chest and across the back. And then whenever you're ready, we'll switch sides. And when you're doing this at home, if you want to take a little bit longer to do all of these exercises, that's great. We're doing them under a minute's time apiece. Okay. I didn't get my back over here. Let's go down the side ribs. If you can reach back behind you a little bit, that's great. down the outsides of the hips, the fronts of the hips, the back of the hips. And then we'll go down the right side. It's just amazing what this feels like when you're finished. Wow, we're giving ourselves our own little shiatsu massage. If you were seated in a chair, you could even do the bottoms of your feet. Okay, let's come up and back into mountain pose. And just check in. What do you feel that's different from when we started this? I do feel a little tingling through my body. I feel like my breathing rate is up a little bit. My heart rate is up. I feel like my energy, I'm good to go for class today. It's just a great all body warm up. Okay, if you have your ball, would you collect that for me? Or something else that you can hold in your hands to press against, or just your hands can press against them each other as well. So I want you to take your feet hips distance apart, push in on the ball. And if I say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're going to be able to decide for you what is a 5. So if I wasn't pushing at all, it would be a 0. If I was pushing as hard as I could, it would be a 10. I want you pressing in at about a 5. And then drop your shoulders down, glue your shoulder blades back towards each other, and begin to breathe in your lower belly. So as you inhale, expand your belly forward. And as you exhale, pull your belly softly back in. So this is our belly breathing. And I want you to do this with an equal ratio timing, meaning the length of your inhale matches the length of your exhale. Now on your inhale, slightly release the pressure on the ball to a 1. On your exhale, increase the pressure to a 6. Inhale a 1, belly goes forward. Exhale a 6, belly draws in. Same breath pattern, adding chair pose. Inhale a 1. Exhale, bend your knees, press the ball at a 6. And up, we release the tension, and then we apply the tension. And again, you can do this with your hands touching each other. You can just have something squishy like a little pillow between your hands. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in, release the tension to a 1. Breathe out, increase the tension to a 6. Now add an arm raise. Breathe in, tension's a 1. Breathe out, tension's a 6. And I have my fingers kind of splayed a little bit, but you could also squeeze the ball itself with your hands. So you can press inward at a 6, activating your chest muscles, but also you can tighten your fingers around the ball. Now we're going to add alternating rotation of the spine. Inhale, press at a 6 and rotate to the right. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Level 1, pressure on the ball. Level 6. So it's something a little bit more than half the amount you can push in on the ball. 60%. Keep your knees facing straight ahead. Let's do 1 more each side. Then inhale up to finish. And just bring the palms to the heart center. Relax for a moment. So I want you to think of resiliency as the ability of your body to withstand forces. So with your feet about hips distance apart, I want you to imagine that there's a wind blowing from behind you and it's pushing you forward. And then the wind comes this way and it's pushing you back. So your body is slightly leaning forward. You feel your toes grip, and then you come back into your heels a little bit. Now your body stays perfectly neutral. So in other words, when you come forward with the wind, I don't want you to bend over. So your body's staying stable from front to back. Let's press on the ball about a 3. So not very much. And forward and back. Notice how much your core is activating here as your body comes off its center of gravity. Now the wind is going to blow from the left side to the right side. And your body's just going to slightly shift weight into one foot a little bit more than the other. But you're still stable into the earth with both feet. Good. So we're not side bending to get there. The further apart your feet are, the easier this is to do. When your feet are really close together, it's very difficult to keep your balance and do this. Now, if we go all directions, we can create a circle. So go to the side, to the front, to the side, and a little bit to the back. And you're going to feel your body weight come into different sections of your feet as you're doing this. Still pressing just maybe about a 3 into the ball. Someone's at my door, but I'm not answering it. I don't have an appointment with anybody. Okay, so let's go the other direction, moving left side to the front, to the right, and back. And it's okay if this is really small. You can start very small and then see where you can go with it. And if you lose your balance and you have to step forward, well, so be it. You were kind of pushing your limits a little bit. Let's go one more time around this way. Great job, and relax. Take your feet nice and wide. Turn your toes out. Take the ball in your right hand. As we come down into a squat, pass the ball to the left and open out. And each time you pass it, I want you to squeeze the ball with your fingers. So we're going to have a purpose for having this ball in our hands by activating our arms. Now, I want you in your mind to imagine that this ball weighs 10 pounds. And you're really creating your own body's force to lift this heavy object up to the side. If you want to go higher, I'm going to give you the option to pass the ball now above the head and out here. Good. At any height that feels okay for you, imagining this weighs 10 pounds. Lift it up. And lift it up. Good. Now your last option will be now to bring the ball to the front of the body to exchange the ball. So across and open. And I want you to get some really good range as you open your arms back. Imagine that you're pulling on a great big rubber band here. Pull the band out. Good. Let's do it twice more each side. You're building some nice heat in your legs. Good. And come back to the center. Tuck it in. Hold at a 3. Turn your right foot out. Make your left foot parallel. Warrior 2 position. Now, I want you to still press at about a 3 here. Your elbows are slightly away from your body. They're not tucked in like this, but they're not way up here either. So a nice relaxed position. And we are going to side bend to the right and pull back up to neutral. So it's like you're coming into side angle pose and to neutral. Now, once you have this, if you want to add more workload into the ball, maybe try pressing again at a 6 or even a 7. And we're maintaining this pressure for endurance, which translates into resilience, strengthening the body so we can bounce back from difficulties. And we'll do 3 and 2 and 1. Great job. Keep the ball in your right hand. Open the arms out. Shift into reverse warrior and back to neutral. Reverse warrior. Now give the ball a squeeze with your fingers. So we're strengthening our hands, our forearms, endurance. Any amount of pressure you want to put on that ball is fine. Inhale and exhale. Now let's hold this one in reverse warrior. Bring the left hand behind your back here. Bend your right hand like you're going to try to touch the ball with both hands. Now I know, Linda, you can. Lisa cannot. It's very difficult, but we're bringing our hands as close as we can together to try to touch the ball with both fingertips. And we're breathing. Let's try bending the right knee a little more. Oh, that's some work. One more breath in. Exhale, press up. Carefully release the back arm, the front arm, both hands come together. We press at a 3. Change your legs. Warrior 2. Now your body should be as if it's between 2 panes of glass. So when we side bend, we're not leaning over. So keep your chest up. Take a side bend and pull up to neutral. Where are we strengthening our body? It's all along the right side body here in our obliques and our QL muscle in the back on that right side of the body. Now we can press in a little harder, maybe a 6 or a 7. We're inhaling into the side stretch. Exhaling to pull up. How about 3 more? Push, push, push into the ball. Notice where you're creating that tension in your pectoral muscles and your lats. One more time. Ball is in the left hand. Open. Squeeze the ball with your fingers. Reverse warrior. And back up to neutral. Now you can look up also. This is definitely more challenging for my balance when I take my eye gaze up. Or you can look down toward the back foot. So you get to pick with your gaze where you want to go with this. Inhale into the side stretch. Exhale to neutral. Keep squeezing the ball with your fingers. And try to squeeze equally with all your fingers. Your pinky finger is not going to want to do it very much. And 2, make sure you're squeezing with your thumb also. Great job. Let's come to our reverse warrior and hold. Bring this right hand behind your back and then drop the ball behind to try to touch the ball to both fingertips. Let's hold here. Equal ratio breath from the belly. Maybe bend your left knee a little more, sink down into that leg. One more breath in. And press yourself back up. Release the bottom arm carefully so you don't tweak your shoulder. And then we'll come back here. Turn both feet together. And then begin to walk your feet back into neutral. Good. We can place our ball off to the side. I'm going to use my chair here just to place my ball to have at a later time. We're going to come into a forward fold and then down dog. So you have the option to use your chair or to use your mat. So let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, carefully soften your knees, dive down. Hands can come to the chair or to the floor, and we'll step the feet back into a nice downward dog. Now, I want you to imagine that you feel a wind from side to side in your body that's trying to blow you over. So I want you to shift your body weight over into your right hand and your right foot, and then shift your body into your left hand and your left foot. So you're just rocking from side to side a little bit. You'll notice that when you go over to the right side, it increases your stretch in your right leg, in the calf, Achilles tendon. It also puts more pressure onto your right shoulder. So just going from side to side, let's do about 2 more each direction. 1 more each direction. Then equal it out. So you're neutral, you're pressing evenly into both heels, you're actively using both shoulders equally, and 1 more breath. Then take as many steps as you need to bring your feet back towards the top of your mat or to your chair. Forward fold for just a breath. And then we'll inhale, reaching back up. Exhaling to lower the arms down. So in class on Tuesday, we took the ball and we circled it behind our back. So I want you to try holding it in your right hand and try to bring it behind your back and pass it to your left hand and then to the front. So if you do not have the range of motion to do this, you're just going to take the ball and bring it as far as you can and keep it in the same hand as you go back and forth. So we're just going to do maybe about 5 or 6 one direction. Working on mobility of our shoulders. And then keeping it in the left hand to start, we'll go around the back, passing it to the right hand. So this is just a little trial balloon to see if you can do this as we put this into another pose that we'll be doing. So let's do 2 more around this way. And then keep the ball in your right hand. Facing your chair, we'll bring our right foot forward, our left foot back so we can come into a pyramid. So let's reach the arms up nice and high, bringing them any amount towards your shoulders or towards your ears. And then we'll reach out forward. The hand with the ball will push back behind, lifting it up. And then we bring it forward. So I want you to do as much of a hamstring stretch here as you feel comfortable with. And I want you again to imagine that this ball weighs 10 pounds and you're going to lift it up to the front, lift it up to the back. Inhaling to the front, exhaling to the back. Still squeezing the ball with your fingers. Next time the ball comes up, lift your body back up and relax the arms down. Now I want you to come into your pyramid again, hinging forward the body. The ball is right in front of you. And see if you can pass the ball from your right hand to the left underneath your leg. And if you're up here, you're probably not going to be able to do that. So it's only if you have that hamstring flexibility that you can come behind the leg. If not, then circle it in front of the leg, this direction. And then the other option I'm going to give you, other than behind or in front of the leg, is behind the back and under the leg, or behind the back and over the leg. So you've got a lot of options here, what you can do with the ball here. We're passing from the right to the left, holding our stretch and engaging the muscles of the back. Our core is really working. And if you don't have a ball, just do these actions. You don't have to have the ball to be able to circle your arms around. 3 more. 2, 1. Bring the ball back to your chest. Pull your body back up. Step your feet together. Shake everything out. What did you feel? There was a lot going on in that exercise. I feel a really good stretch in my hamstring. I feel some work in my back muscles. My shoulders feel really stretched and active. So now our left foot will be in front. We're going to keep the ball in the left hand as we lift the arms up. Keep the body straight as you take a little baby pyramid here. Keep your right hand where it is. Bring your left hand with the ball back and forward. So here's where we're imagining that this thing weighs 10 pounds. So we have to lift it up with strength. We have to push it back behind us. Keeping that arm nice and straight if you can. Head position is neutral. Abs are drawn in. 2 more. One more. Little soft bend in your front knee. Just a little one. Then reach the arms both up. Stretching back up to position. Press the palms at your heart center, pushing in at your ball at about a 3. Hinge forward again. So what we're going to try to do is pass the ball from the left hand to the right, either behind the leg or in front of the leg. Just making your circular action, whatever works best for you. Squeeze the ball each time you pass it back and forth with your fingers. Then your other option is to go behind the back and either under or over the leg. Now try not to round your back and curve it. I want your spine really long and neutral. Recheck your head position. Now for me, I'm really noticing how much my feet are gripping into my yoga mat. My toes are gripping. I feel that nice active foot lock, the Pada Bandha. And we'll do 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it back to the chest, press in, rise up, and step in. Great. We are going to hold an isometric chair pose or squat. What I want you to do is place the ball between your knees and bring your feet about to parallel. So when you're pressing in the ball, I don't want it to look like this, okay? So you've got to have your feet pretty close together. And let's come down into a chair pose and push in on the ball, maybe about a level 4. I have my phone in front of me with a timer. We're going to stay here, if we can, 90 seconds. You thought I was going to say a minute, right? 90 seconds. Pushing in, but keeping all of this very level. So if you start to do a knock knee, bring your feet a little closer. You can also do this with your back against the wall, pressing in, doing your wall sit. We have 1 minute to go. Can you come down a little lower? If not, maybe you want to come up a little higher. You can change the level of this throughout the minute. So it might feel better if you're wanting to bail, if you just change it a little bit. Just come up a little bit. Now, where's the breathing? I want it down in the belly like we practiced at the beginning of class. So as you inhale, let your belly expand. Exhale, pull it in. We have 30 seconds to go. We got this. For me, it's my quads that are going to try to give out first. Shoulders are back. Just 15 to go. Great job, you guys. You know you can come up if you need to. Try to pick your toes up. Weight is back towards your heels. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come up. Working on resilience, our ability to bounce back. Okay, take the ball in your right hand. Take your feet out nice and wide again. We're just going to stretch over to the right side. And there's no big benefit to having the ball here except for squeezing our fingers. So with resiliency, it really reminds me of something Judith said. When Judith started taking LisaBug classes, she told me that it was a gift to her future self. In the event that she had a health problem, something catastrophic, an injury or something like that happen in her life, that she would have already built the resilience and the strength to combat and to bounce back from whatever that was. Okay, let's come up. Let's switch sides. Holding your side stretch. Resilience here for the side of the body. Squeezing the ball. If you need to support here, do what you need to be able to hold this. So now Judith has had an event happen with her stage 4 breast cancer in her sternum. And giving herself that gift prior to this has made her so much stronger, so much more resilient to come back and to combat this and fight this. And we never know what the future is going to hold, right? And I know for me, having this class for you guys made me more resilient coming back from 3 joint replacements. I probably wouldn't have done the work that I needed to do to get back my strength. But it's our community that we've built and the consistency with these exercises that keeps this going and keeps us resilient and toughens us up, helps us to bounce back. All right, let's rise up. Great job. So I'd like you to take the ball with you, come down to a seated position. If you need a little blanket or something to sit on, feel free to do that. So we did some of these in class on Tuesday. If you were not there, Linda said it just felt incredible. What we're going to do is take the ball and put it behind our tailbone. And then as we take it back, we're going to be able to have a little bit of lumbar support here. So we're just going to come up slightly. Now, if you come completely off the ball, it might roll away from you. So I do want you to keep some connection. And you're going to come back and lift up. So the ball gives yourself a little bit of lumbar support, but this is not cheating because you guys can feel this good work, right? So we're going to work on some resilience of our core here. Now, if this exercise just is not feeling okay for you, go ahead and lay down on your back flat and just do some crunches regular style. But what I want to do is to start to add some different movements with the arms. So let's take the right arm up any amount when we go back. Right arm up, and then left arm up. Does that make it harder or easier? Harder, yes. As soon as we bring that arm up, We have a longer lever. We have more weight for our core to lift and stabilize. One more of each. And then I'm going to give you a break because I feel like I'm needing one. Let's come up. Take the ball so you have it. Bring your right leg in front. Your left leg opens out like a half butterfly. And we're going to reach the ball up. Inhale. Exhale and reach out toward the foot. We're going to do 5 of these with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. This is going to give our core a chance to relax, and our lower back and posterior chain a little bit of a stretch. I can't remember if this is 4 or 5, so I'm going to call it 4 so I don't cut us short. One more. And come back up. Let's go into round 2 for our core work. Placing the ball or whatever you're using back behind your back. We're going to lean back into it and slightly up. Now you can do the alternating arms up again, or you can try both arms a little bit. Reach and come up. It's almost like we're doing the body wave in our lymphatic warm-up. Good. Either alternating or both arms. 4 more. Going back any amount that you want. 3. I like that lumbar support. 2. And 1. Come all the way up. Reach for the ball. Your left leg goes out straight. Your right knee comes into your half butterfly. Reach the ball up. Inhale. 5 stretches forward. Exhale. Deep breath in. Complete exhalation. 3 more. So this is a dynamic stretch, not a static stretch. We're doing this range of motion, flexibility through movement. Good. One more time makes 5. Reach up and stretch. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 options. We're going to be doing the Russian twist. Option 1, the ball stays in your hands. You're going to press it about a 6 and rotate side to side. Option 2, the ball is going to be behind you, supporting your lumbar spine. We'll lean back a little bit and we'll twist side to side. So pick the one you want to try. If we had 2 balls, we could do one in the hands, one behind the back. We could also do one between the knees. The balls have a lot of great usages, and I want you to think about the word resilience, toughness. 3 more each side. Working those obliques. 2 more each side. 1 and 1 and come up. Grab that ball. Take both legs straight out in front of you. Reach the ball up. We have 5 stretches forward. Paschimottanasana. Exhale, reach. 1. Stretch up. And you're just going to a comfortable range of motion. Doesn't have to be really deep here. Nice deep breath. Complete exhalation. 3. 4. And 5. Come back up. Okay, last one is our boat pose. So again, you can place the ball behind your back. You can hold your boat pose with your feet up or down, or you can place the ball here or even between your knees. I think I'm liking it back behind my back the best. Gives me that little support. And we're going to hold 10, 9, 8. You can hold behind your legs. 6. Feet can be down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Okay, last stretch. Bring the ball back to the front. Take the knees both open. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, a little stretch. Woo, 5 times. The ball can also be down here or in front. 4. I feel like I'm needing this one in my inner thighs. 3. Taking care of our hips with a nice stretch. 2. And last one. Great job. Okay, take a moment, keep your ball with you, but come down onto your back for some bridging. So if you need something for your head, get yourself nice and comfortable. Now, if this particular exercise just isn't working for you, don't worry about the ball. It is a little challenging and it is a little wobbly. But what I want you to try to do is put the ball under your right foot. So I have my right foot on the ball. I have my left foot on the floor. Now, if it's not working, just put both feet on the floor. You can ball up a little towel or whatever you can make underneath your right foot so that it's squishy and it can move around. So we're going to do 5 bridges. Push down into that right foot into the ball and the left. Lift your hips up. 5 and come down. And up again. Push into the ball. 4. You're going to feel your hamstring really working on that right foot. 3 more. Come up. And down. You might have to adjust your foot on the ball each time if it gets out away from you. 2. And 1. Come down. Now, if you can kind of push the ball back toward your hand, you can grab it there. Let's take the right leg up and stretch that hamstring. You can pull it in towards you. You can use your yoga strap. Just want you to lengthen that hamstring back out. Maybe do some ankle pumps. Flex and point. Did you feel the difference in the right foot on the ball and the left foot on the floor? We're creating this unstable surface with the ball to help with our resiliency. So let's try the other side. You're going to put the ball underneath your left foot. Might take you a little bit of setup to get it there. Right foot is on the ground. Feet are hips distance apart. Push up and push that foot down into the ball. 5. You can really see it wiggling around here for me. And then come up again. Push. 4. Ooh. 3 more. Press, press, press. If you start to get a hamstring cramp, please don't work through it. Give yourself a stretch. 2 more. Push up and down. 1 more. And come on down. Great. Collect the ball. Stretch the leg up. Ankle pumps. Wow. 5 of those was plenty. Couple more breaths here as we're stretching the hamstring back out. And then lower it down. And we're going to do 1 more for the core. If this bothers your neck, What I want you to do is just put the ball between your legs, give it a squeeze, support the back of your head, and just do some crunches. Because the next option requires you to lift up in your crunch without neck support, because we're going to be passing the ball. So I want you to bring the ball above your head, take your right knee up, do a crunch, pass it under, and then switch and your left. So this is one option, under the right and under the left. Another option is both legs up, under both legs, and down to the ground, and then switch the ball the other way. So this one is the most challenging on the lower back. So if this one's bothering you, either do singles or do regular crunches with the ball between your knees to activate the inner thighs. Good. We have about 6 more. And I'm starting to feel my neck getting tired. Try to relax your head to the floor each time, and that's going to make it a little easier. 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Great job. Just set the ball off to the side, lengthen your legs all the way down, head to toes, stretch. I'm going to press my chair away so I can reach my arms up nice and high. Just give yourself a nice full body stretch. So we are going to do the banana pose, Banasana. Take your legs about as wide as your mat. So you've got your feet fairly wide. And what I want you to do is take your right leg over to your left one and try to cross your ankle over. So this already puts a stretch on the right side of your body. Then grab your right wrist with your left hand, pull yourself over to the left with your upper body. So we have our body in a nice banana shape or a half moon shape. Banasana, the banana pose. And then I want you to breathe into the side of your ribs that's stretching, the right side of your ribs. 3 deep breaths. And then as you begin to come out of it, bring your upper body back to position first. Relax your arms. Take your right leg, open it back out to the right side of your mat. So your feet are as wide as the width of your mat. Then take your left foot, bring it over, try to cross it on top. And if that's too far, bring your right foot back a little bit towards you. Bring the arms up, grab the left wrist with your right hand, and pull your body over to the right side, opening up the left side of your ribs. And let's take 3 deep breaths. A little bit of an IT band stretch here, outside of the hip, the tensor fascia lata, the side ribs, the QL muscle, the obliques. And then come back to the center with the upper body first. Relax your arms. Uncross the ankles. Set your feet flat on the mat. We're going to roll over onto one side, completely on your side. If you need something here for your head, make sure you have a little pillow. I'm going to double fold my yoga mat. And then I just want you to take your top shoulder and try to roll it back without letting your knees come apart if possible. If they do a little bit, that's okay. And just roll it back and then bring it back in. We're just going to do a nice movement through this twist. Roll it back and bring it in. Inhale, roll it back. Exhale back to center. And this time we'll hold it. So roll back, open into your twist. Hold it here. Make sure this top arm feels comfortable. So you can open it out, but if your shoulder's feeling stressed, keep your arm tucked in. Great job. Okay, let's roll back to the middle and roll to the other side. So we're stacking our knees, we're stacking our hips, stacking our shoulders. And then take your top shoulder, roll it back, and bring it back in. Inhale, roll it back. So try to keep everything from your pelvis down, staying nice and stable into the floor. It's just your upper body that's rotating. 2 more. And then rotate this one back and hold. Just breathe here and relax. And then roll back to your back one more time. I want you to find a comfortable position for a little bit of final relaxation and meditation. So you can lay in your Shavasana position. You can lay in butterfly, opening up the knees. You can bend your knees and set your feet flat. And I want you to find that belly breathing again, inhaling and exhaling through the lower belly. And I'd like to review my description of resiliency that we did at the beginning of class. The definition of resilience: the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. Toughness: the ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape. Elasticity: the 4 types of resilience: physical, emotional, mental or cognitive, and social. So just contemplate resilience for you and what that means in your body, mind, emotions, in your social self. And over the month of December, we're going to be covering the 5 C's of resilience. Those are commitment, control, challenge, connection, and confidence. Looking at making ourselves more resilient human beings each and every day. Let's take another breath, and when you're ready, slowly make your way back to a standing position where we began our class today. Take your time to get there. And one of our most resilient poses in yoga is the mountain pose. So I want you to firm up your entire lower body, ground into your feet, stand as tall as you can with the best posture you have. And we'll take a final breath in together, sweeping the arms out and up, pressing the palms into our Anjali Mudra. This is our symbol of honor and gratitude. And we pause here to celebrate our hard work today, our dedication to the health of our spirit, mind, and body, to our resilience, and our dedication to the LisaBug community. And the resilience that lies within me honors the resilience in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I'd love it if you can stay for the chat. If not, give me a little shout. Let me know how class went for you today. And I will meet you in 2 shakes in the back room. Great job, everybody.